Y'all, look at these fun skeletons. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck. Come hang out with me for a little bit while we put this together. I think you're gonna like this one. So let me see if I can find my video. Goodness. Okay, so these are our skeletons. They match the Inside My Bones transfer. This is half of it, okay? It's a C size. And let me see if we're here. Here we are. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Oh, hold on. All right, there we go. All right, keyword is skeleton, okay? Let me pin that. All right, now, we're going to paint the skeletons white. I'm sorry. I'm losing my mind, y'all. We're going to paint the skeletons black because the bones need to be white. So we're going to use white chalk paste. I'm just using my regular chalk paint that I love so much. I feel like I use this one all the time. I do. All right, just going to trim this off. I think this might be a little low to use, but we're going to go for it anyways. And the wording here says it's the most wonderful time of the year. I think, so we've got these, let me show you. So I'm gonna make a garland, okay, with these casket shapes. And I've got the top part of the caskets, and then this thing that says it's the most wonderful time of the year. And I'm thinking I wanna do that the same color as the top of the caskets. So we'll use Rub and Buff again today, okay? And we're going to use a silver this time because I love that stuff. I was going to use some metallic paint, and then I thought, ooh, you know what? I have Rub and Buff. I can just use that. And it worked so wonderfully last night. I figured, why not show you all the other colors? All right. Hi, Mom. How are you? What's going on? Did y'all find what you needed at Academy? I ordered Chris a jacket and some other stuff. I got some beach chairs and a little like smaller cooler because we don't really have a small cooler to take down on the beach or to the pool or whatever with us. Hi, Nicole, how are you? And I got some other little goodies from Amazon this morning because I can't be helped. Really looking forward to our trip. We're going to Alabama next week to go to the beach and meet up with the rest of my mom's side of the family to hang out for about, I don't know, 5 or 6 days. And then after that, I have a work trip to New Orleans. So it'll be a busy week. Okay, perfect. Good. Glad to hear that. I just got Chris a lightweight little jacket. I don't know if he'll even take it with him or whatever, but I'll send it. All right. Just painting these real quick. I don't think they're gonna need much more than a coat, maybe like a little bit of touch up, but I think this will be good. Y'all, I need to go get a pedicure desperately, so I wanted to come on here early-ish and go see if I can get a pedicure this afternoon. All right, hi Brooke, how are you? Hi Paula, welcome. What's going on? Happy Saturday to you all. Hope you're having a great day. I woke up early and then went back to sleep for a little while. Y'all, I was struggling this morning to make myself get up, but I got orders packed and put in the box to go out on Monday, and put this project together, and then trying to get my life situated so that I'm not in a mad dash on Wednesday trying to get everything done before we leave. So that's been interesting. Hi Barbara, how are you? I hope you're feeling well. All right. Let's try to touch that up and be gentle around the words so that I don't get black paint on them. Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry and then we'll come back to it. If we need to touch it up, we can. All right, so here's what we've got so far. I went ahead and I already painted my caskets, okay, for this garland. And then, of course, our skeletons are now painted. I'm gonna turn this around and we're gonna use the silver leaf Good. I'm glad to hear that. We're going to use the Silver Leaf Rub and Buff, okay? And I've got this, wheel. Let's see. Oh, here it is. My little pliers were hidden behind all my junk on my desk. Okay. Open that up, and I'm going to just use this same little brush that I used, or foam brush that I used last night. The other side of it, of course, for the silver. I'm just using a little bit, and I will just take it and put a little bit there so that it's not so full of paint. Ooh, this is going to be really pretty. Okay, super easy to use. And literally just goes on really nicely, dries really quickly. Whenever you comment the keyword, you'll get the link to my Amazon list, and I have it in there on my Amazon storefront. You can go right in under craft supplies and see all the different stuff that I always use on here, and scoop that up. Or you can just search for Rub and Buff on Amazon. You'll find all different ones. I got the, initially, whenever I first bought it, I got the bundle with gold and silver. And then I realized how much I loved it, and so I went back and I got the bronze and the regular gold, which I really like the regular gold too. The antique gold is my favorite because it's more of a bronzish color. But the regular gold is really nice too for certain things. Okay. Super easy to paint this, and it doesn't go on real thick like sometimes paint will, so you don't get it on the edges or anything like that, and it literally just takes a tiny bit, and the coverage is really nice. Okay, so I think I'm pretty good there, actually. Easy. So look how nice that ends up looking. I love it. All right. So I also got a little bit of silver right here, so let me just fix that. Y'all, I'm a mess here. Okay, let me just stop before I continue to just transfer color from one thing to the other. I'm a mess, I'm telling you. I've got everything dropping, butterfingers all the time. Oh, and half the time I forget what I'm doing. I forgot I still had to paint this. These things for my caskets, so let's get to that real quick. So again, this should be real easy. They're just the liner that goes on the top, okay, of those caskets. And I did paint those gray. I didn't want my skeletons to just get lost with all the black. So I wanted to do a slightly lighter shade on the actual casket. So I used that, I think it's Maui Sand is what that other color is called, for the actual caskets. And then of course this will be silver. My skeletons are black, and then we'll do the bones on my skeletons will be white, of course. Okay. And then we'll put it all together. This is a pretty easy little project. And you know I love a garland. I love garlands, y'all. I really do. I make them all the time just because they're so cute. And unfortunately, I didn't pull out any ribbon at all. I should have. I could probably go grab a couple rolls of that Halloween ribbon that I got. I think I will in here in just a second. Because I love it. That Michael's sale was awesome. And, you know, I went on there and I bought way too much stuff, but I figure I'll use it eventually, you know? Plus, with ribbon, you can't go wrong because you're going to use it. Or I'm going to use it, I know for sure, eventually. Okay, great thing about these little brushes, I'm destroying this one right now, and I can just throw it away whenever I get done. I don't have to feel bad about needing to keep it or trying to clean it or anything like that. I think you need like mineral spirits probably to clean this off of any brush, so I wouldn't use a good brush that you care about. because it is oil. It's like oil based. So it doesn't just come clean with water or with soap and water or anything like that. So keep that in mind. But I love these from Dollar Tree because I can just buy them and get rid of them whenever I'm done and not have to feel bad about it. Okay, so there's our little casket things. Okay, let me see if I can show you. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this back on and put this away. I think we're about ready. So let me just move myself around here. And I'm gonna pop these little guys off of here. So just be careful whenever you're taking them off of the tape so that you don't break them. And the words especially too, because they're real delicate. But this tape works awesome, and I just replace it frequently. After every couple of paint projects I do, I'll replace the tape on these boards, and then I can use it a couple times and then replace it again. All right. Okay, there we go. So there's my words, and as you can see, they are pretty delicate, so just be gentle there, okay? All right, here we go. Hi, Brownie, how are ya? Welcome. Okay, now I'm gonna, let me look at this. Y'all, these skeletons are so funny. Look how all the different poses. Like, this guy is by far my favorite. He's got the spirit, you know? And I love it. All right, there we go. So I don't think I'm even gonna wax these. Hopefully I'm not gonna regret that decision, but I used this transfer several times last year, but I am gonna fuzz just probably once, not even a lot, but just fuzz it. If it's brand new, you might wanna go ahead and wax, but I'm not gonna worry about it this time, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, now I think I probably do need my light. This is not one of those thin transfers like the other ones that some of the other ones that we have, so you can't really see through it super well, but never fear, because we do have our light, and that is super handy. If you haven't gotten one of these yet, I also have one on my Amazon. I only paid like, I don't know, 19, 20 bucks for it. Totally worth it. I use it not only for this, but whenever I weed vinyl, it's super helpful. All right, so there's that. And then I have bright white paste here, and I also have glow in the dark. So we're gonna go over this with glow in the dark. Now, whenever you comment skeleton, you will get a link to get the stuff that I'm using here. And glow in the dark is included in that deal, okay? All right, so I'm gonna just try and not use a ton of paste. I did just open a brand new jar because my other white was like getting kind of thick, and I've added water and done all that. So I'm just probably gonna use that one now to paint with, because it's only a little bit left in it. I just don't see the value in continuing it. But this one's perfect consistency. So this is the consistency you're looking for, if you can see that. It's like sour cream. So whenever if you do have to add water, just look for that consistency and keep stirring it. And you should be good to go there. Okay, my favorite little guy is so cute. All right, let's see, where's my next one? Okay. I'm just gonna go down the line here. There we go. Make sure I push it down really well. And I'm trying to just use very little paste so that whenever, because I am gonna have to clean this transfer before we can use the glow in the dark, I think. And I don't want there to be a ton of paste on it that I have to get off of it. Plus, if I don't use a lot, then I might be able to get away with not having to clean it. So we'll see about that. I don't know. All right. Again, turned out perfect looking. This next one. It's like a skeleton. I had it made actually. This is my logo. And it's just a print. But I do have a shirt shop on Etsy, and I can make custom stuff. So if you're interested, you can just shoot me a message and we can talk about it. But yeah, I had some made for whenever I do events. I like to wear my logo just for recognition. You know, I have like stickers and other stuff that I use for my packaging, and it's nice to be able to have a t-shirt to wear around, and if someone asks me, what is that? Then I can tell them about my business and not feel like I'm like just, you know, wanting to talk to everybody about it, you know, without being asked, you know. All right. Yeah, I have like, I don't know, I think I got like 3 or 4 of them made. They're handy, especially when I don't feel like really getting dressed, and I can just throw this on and be repping my business. All right. So again, you can comment the word skeleton, and you'll get a link to get all the stuff on sale for this. I made this logo, actually. Yeah. Yep, I did it myself. I mean, it's simple. It's just a line drawing pretty much. So it's not anything real complex, but I made it on Canva actually. And they have a lot of like templates, logo templates that you can use for free. And I do have a paid account on Canva because I make graphics all the time. But they have free ones that are available to use. Oh. All right. Uh-oh. Only thing I don't like about this one is the button is super sensitive, and so like I just run my hand across it and it turns off. But I could turn it around, but I don't for some reason every time. I always, whenever I go to use this light, I think to myself as I'm setting it down here on my desk, like, you need to turn that around, you're gonna turn it off on accident. No, I never do it, hardly. And then I usually turn it off on accident pretty much every time. Okay, again, perfect little skeletons, y'all. I mean, they're so cute. I love them. So I'm thinking that I don't have a lot of paste in this. So I might go ahead and just try to not clean it in between. That is horrible practice, okay? But I'm being lazy, is what I'm doing. All right, so just gonna dry these really well. Make sure that they're really, really good and dry before we move on, because we are gonna lay this transfer back down and put another paste color on top. So you want them to be entirely dry, okay? You do not want there to be any wet paste left at all on there, because it will just smear it, okay? So this glow-in-the-dark paste, it gets charged by the light, okay? And you can put it over any color. So I saw a design earlier today that someone had done, and she had done some words in purple, and then she went back over it with the glow-in-the-dark, and it glowed, but you couldn't see the glow-in-the-dark paste like on the design until you turn off the lights, which is super cool. So it dries clear, and it is available right now. And of course, whenever you comment skeleton, you'll get a link to where I have it on a discount right now, okay? All right, so I'm just lining that back up. I'm pushing it down really well, getting my glow-in-the-dark out. And it does kind of have a little bit of a green tint while it's wet, but it does dry completely clear. The only issue is that it's a little bit difficult to tell where you've put it down, okay? Because it is so clear. So make sure that you do your design in a methodical way so that you know for sure that you got this glow-in-the-dark down on all of it, okay? That's the best advice I can give you, because you're not going to be able to tell until you turn out the light, and then you won't see it, of course, okay? So we're going to go to the next one. And again, I don't recommend that you don't wash or transfer in between, but it's working for me right now. Now, if it doesn't work for you, I don't want you to blame me, because I am telling you, okay? That it's not the best practice to do that. Now, if I wasn't on my live and in my craft room right now, I would definitely be washing it in between, because I would take it to the sink and clean it really well, but, you know, I can clean it in here. I just don't want to at this moment. All right, so again, make sure that you cover the whole design. You're not going to be able to see it until you turn off the light, so make sure you get the whole thing. All right. There we go. All right. There we are. Yeah, this is gonna be super cute. And I think I told y'all that some of the ribbon that I got, the Halloween ribbon, is also glow in the dark. So how perfect will that be? I'm gonna grab a couple rolls. I have them in my little drawer thing over there. Here in just a second. Okay. Hi Cassandra, how are you, love? Welcome. Thanks for coming on. I sure miss you. I know I'm sure you've been busy with back to school and kids and all that good stuff. All right, here we go. Our last one is coming up. He's right here. There we go. Hi, Melissa. How are you? Welcome. Thanks for hanging out with me. Happy Saturday to you all. All right. I hope you're all having a great weekend, getting stuff accomplished or not, laying around, getting a chance to not do anything if that's what your heart desires. That's generally my goal on the weekends, is to get stuff done and also do nothing. So it's a constant internal battle, I tell you. Okay, so let me just reorganize myself. I'm gonna stick this over here. Let me go grab my ribbon real quick. I'll be right back. I think I actually ordered more than just this, but it all hasn't come in yet. It's come in different packages. So I have the 3 rolls, and I have that purple one too, but I don't think this is the project for the purple one. Let me... Trying to gently pull these off so I don't break one of them. And I'm going to go ahead and throw this away, I think. I wanted to hold on to it just to make sure that I got all of these really well, and they look good. So, all right. And then my little caskets. Okay, we are making a garland, so we need something to hang these guys off of. And what's better than a little casket? All right. Okay, so I see one of them is not entirely dry. I'm gonna just dry that one a little bit. And then I do want to sand them just lightly. I used one of my makeup sponges on this, and I found whenever I paint a large surface with those makeup sponges, they leave a little bit of a something behind. I don't even know how to even describe it, but a sanding block or sandpaper takes care of it, okay, pretty well. And then they're nice and smooth anyway, so. All right. Now, the fun part. Putting this little sucker together. So I am going to cut myself probably too much jute here, okay? I'm using the thicker jute, and we'll hang it from that here in just a minute. But, oh, these are gonna look perfect. I love it with the silver. Very nice. Okay, so I'm gonna use tacky glue for this part. For the skeletons, I'll probably use hot glue, but because these are so thin, it'll just make it easier to use my tacky glue. I'm just putting a little on, and then I'm using the tip to spread it, okay? All right. There we go. And as always, this glue does dry clear. So there are a few little spots where it's white still, but once it dries, you won't see it. Which is why I love it so much. Plus, it's got a really strong hold. All right. Anybody got any big plans this weekend? Doing anything fun? Going out tonight, maybe? Kind of thinking I want to have Chris take me out to dinner tonight. We haven't been out to dinner in a while. So I think that sounds like a good plan that I just came up with moments ago. All right. Last one. And so there are 5 of these, or yeah, there's, wait. 5 of these, yes. There's 5 skeletons, and I like to have a odd number. So then you have something that's in the middle and it's not like 3 on each side or however many on each side. It's 2 and 2 and 1 in the middle. So we're gonna put our words in the middle, okay? Oops, if I don't drop and break them first. And so here's how this works, okay? These little skeletons, some of them will fit fine inside of the casket, okay? Others may not. Okay, now you can put it like up on the edge too. Hi Deborah, how are you? Welcome. All right, so we're gonna start gluing our skeleton. Now, his entire body's not gonna be glued down, but I am gonna go ahead and put glue on all of him, and then we'll glue down what we can, okay? Oh gosh. And then the words can kind of sit over him. I am going to use tacky glue for the words, okay? Now, I need to look at this and figure out. So on the S, the W and the O, the F, O, all down this line over here and over there. So that's where I'm going to put my glue. I'm not going to focus glue anywhere else because what's the point, right? But I am going to liberally apply glue here on both sides. Oh crud. I don't know if it was, I think it was the S. Yeah. Okay, so that is gonna need to sit and not be picked up or anything yet, but that's how we're looking so far. Okay, I'm gonna just let that cure for a minute because it will take a minute to dry. Now for these other ones, they can be up in the middle of the caskets. They can be standing at the bottom of it, like this one. These are so funny. And they can be going across the bottom, okay? Now, I'm gonna use both for these guys. And again, even though their whole body probably isn't touching, I am gonna put glue everywhere so that hopefully it'll catch if it can, okay? So there's that. And then this one, he's my favorite. I know you're not supposed to have favorites, but I do. Hi Mary, how are you? I don't know that. I probably have one behind me though. Let me, but yeah, so a single layer will for sure. If you don't have the silver part that's on here, if you don't have that, it definitely will, because this is 1/8. But with both layers, I don't know. Let me see if I have a board and base back here. Oh God. Look, I have one right here. No, so that will not fit, but the, if it doesn't have the silver part, it will. Okay. Hopefully I don't start knocking stuff over down here because my stuff will just come tumbling down. Okay, there's my favorite. And then this little guy. All right. I know, I love Halloween too, Deborah. All right. Hi, Sandy. How are you? Okay, there's that little cutie. And then we have one more, and then we can put this whole project together and finish up. Welcome, welcome. So happy to have you here. This one has like just finished a long jump or something, I don't know, but he's standing in that gymnast pose. All right, so now I pulled out my ribbon and I've got 3 different ones here that I thought we could play with. I'm gonna go ahead and see, oh, you know what I did here? I did cover the little circles, so I'm gonna have to be careful on that one. But we're going to start with the middle one. And I'm just gonna have to string it very carefully. Now, I am gonna use my little glue trick here. Just get a little bit of glue on the end to, now these holes are humongous, okay, so you shouldn't need that, but to squeeze it behind my words, I have to do that, but that's okay, it'll fit. So now I just want to get this in the middle of my string, okay, I'm there, and then I will string the rest of these bad boys on here. And I mean, you choose the length between them, however long you want this thing to be. It's totally up to you. I'm gonna just give a little bit of space between each, and then I'm gonna cut some ribbon and we'll add a couple pieces of ribbon between each of them, okay? All right. Yeah, you could do that if you want to. Just trim it, cut off just that bottom piece right here, and it would fit in there fine. You might have to cut off a little bit more than that, but going up so that it'll sit in that board and base. But yeah, of course. Or in that long one. I don't know if y'all can see this one up here. I have the apothecary jars in. But that one would work like nicely too. Okay. All right, so there's that all strung up together. And let's see if we can pull this over a little bit. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So let's do 2 of each of these at some I don't know, I just selected a length. I didn't even really measure it, but we'll do 2 of each. And I mean, we could even do 3 of each if we wanted to. And then, yeah, that long one would be perfect. And then, I mean, you could just trim the bottom of this little thing on the, and still have the coffin effect on it at on the bottom. Okay, so I think I will do 3 of each. Why not, right? I mean, we could go for more even. I'm gonna do 4. I don't know, that'll give me 12 pieces, and then I can use 2 on each little section, and it'll be differing on each of them. I don't know, obviously I didn't think this through very well, okay, so you do you. Do what you like. I'm just winging it at this point. All right, there we go. Perfect. And then I'm just going to take these and I'm going to cut the tails on them just because I feel like it feels more finished whenever the tails are cut. And I like to do multiple at once so that I'm not doing all of them individually. All right, there we go. All right, so you can comment skeleton to get all this stuff to get this. Even if you're watching the replay, the comment will still, the keyword will still work. So you can get the link to get all this stuff on sale, and happy haunting. So also, I don't know if y'all saw, but I shared an old video of a couple of older projects I did last year. They've got that huge 8-in frame, the 18 by 24 on sale right now. With an E-size transfer for like 100, I think it's $100, maybe less than that even. Maybe it's 75. Super great deal though, because that 8-in frame is like, I want to say it's like 135 or something, 140 by itself. So that's a score. Okay, so now I have my different ribbons. I'm just going to come over here and I'm going to tie them. Let me see if I can pull this. And I'm just gonna pick random ones, okay? I'm not even, obviously I want them to be different, but I don't care really which ones are on there. You can do more ribbons, you can do thinner ribbons. They don't have to be wired. It's entirely up to you how you do this one, okay? These are fun because 2 of these ribbons are glow in the dark, so the white on them glows. And I still haven't checked that. I need to do that. I have not looked at it in the dark yet. Okay, so I need to figure this out before I mess it up. There, okay. I don't want to end up with the same one. Okay. And even like fabric would work too. Like the other night I used fabric to make a bow. Super easy to do that too. And I like to buy those fat quarters. It's just like smaller pieces of fabric randomly. I buy them anywhere I go that they have fabric on sale. Even at Dollar Tree, whenever they have fabric, I usually at least grab 1 or 2 of them because like I never know what I'm going to use it for. But then I have it whenever I do need some random fabrics. So And you could even like just tear strips. They don't even have to be neatly cut or anything if it's fabric. All right. Okay. There's that. And let me space that a little bit more. This is a lot of fun. I like this one. And then, because I have a little, I did extra for the ends, I'll go ahead and do an end piece. You could even add beads or whatever you want to do here. And take a plastic baggie and just throw a little bit of paint in the plastic baggie, throw those beads in there and shake them around a little bit, dump them out on a paper plate, and boom, you have painted beads. You could add those on here. You could add anything that you want, honestly. Make this project yours, and it'll be a fun Halloween garland. Thank you, Sandy. I'm glad you like this one. All right, we're almost there now. Let me see. So the hardest part about doing these garlands on my show is actually picking it up to show you all. And because sometimes they're long. This one's kind of long. Okay. There we go. Now, and I mean, you can straighten, once you get it hung up, you can straighten out that ribbon to where it's not hanging all crazy. And because it's wired ribbon, it makes it that much easier to arrange it and make it stay. But let me see if I can flip this bad boy around. Look how cute that is. Look at that. I hope y'all love this. Look at it. All right. I love you all so much. Thank you for hanging out with me. I will be seeing you next week on Monday. Make sure that you signed up for notifications. Whenever you comment the word skeleton, you will get the option to sign up for notifications if you haven't already, so that you know whenever I'm going live. I will see you all later. Love you all so much. Have a great rest of your weekend and a wonderful Sunday tomorrow. Bye.